Hello guys and welcome to part 6 of our Let's Play with Korea. And I think at the top of this episode what we're going to do is we're just going to stop and reevaluate exactly where we're going with this and what exactly we're planning on doing. Now, last time out we were deciding on if we were going to try and beat through Spain, take a couple of these cities. Oh yeah, 20 gold per turn just from this tile alone with their special ability. So Spain has got a few cities, especially this one here, in a really nice area. I mean, every tile around here is basically a special resource. And they also seem to be the runaway civ in this game. They kicked out the Greeks and now they're working on the Egyptians after we perhaps slightly foolishly spent some money on them to declare war on the Egyptians. Now, it's going to take us 7 turns here to build a turtle ship. That's quite a long time, and it's turn 161. Our science is not particularly great, so I think at this point what I'm actually going to try and do is forego the turtle ship plan and see about getting our way through this tech tree as soon as possible, and perhaps even making our way down to flight, because I think at this point the turtle ships, whilst they are very strong, we're going to need a lot of them, and it's only one tech away from navigation. So if we're up there at astronomy, then I'm fairly certain, yeah. So Spain is ahead of us, and they're quite keen on the water-based tech, so it would only take one frigate, for example, camped up here in the ocean to just pick off our turtle ships one by one, because of course turtle ships are melee and we can't go into a deep ocean. So instead what we're going to do is, I think we've got enough happiness to support it. What we're going to try and do then is try and grow tall. So this city, for example, instead of being fixed on production focus, we're going to hit it into food focus and let it grow. And I think the same is going to hold true with most of these cities now. Unless we're building something critical, I want them to be growing. So I'm just going to lock down all the useful tiles here. Yep. And of course we're going to keep the specialists in the university. Extra 5 science from each specialist. Fantastic. So I think at this point a temple is not particularly great. I think what would be a good idea in most of these cities is an aqueduct, just to get the population up. I think over here though, even a lighthouse would be really nice for these fish. Let's go for a granary. We can, well yeah, I suppose you could carry on working that tile for the production. Yeah, now we do have the ability to get an extra 1 food from shrines and temples, as well as the extra 2 happiness, but we need the followers for that, and at the moment we don't have the followers in these cities just yet. So in the meantime we may as well, observatory is going to be so powerful here. Now we're going to grow in 3 turns, and aqueduct is 5, but I think what we could do here is we could purchase the aqueduct. Yep, and we can get this observatory up. So that seems like a good plan. Observatory is going to give us a massive boost to our science. Okay, so where do we want to go with this? I think we're going to try and stay friendly, because what we really need is research agreements. So Porcelain Tower will be really powerful. 50% more science generated from research agreements, and also if we build that in our capital, it counts as a science-based wonder or a science-based building, so we'll also get a tech boost for that. So we could go straight to architecture. Alternatively, we could grab printing press, which will increase the rate of spread of our religion. And we can go ahead and build the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which will not only generate greater percentage of great people in all our cities, but will also give us a free great person. Or we could get an engineer or a great scientist and then pop the Porcelain Tower. But I think what I'm going to do is straight to architecture. We want to rush the Porcelain Tower as soon as possible. Okay, now let's see. Do we have any outstanding research agreements at the moment? No. Okay. So our gold situation's quite healthy, plus 50 gold per turn. We did just spend 400 on Sol, but we should be getting back up to speed on that. So what we can do is sign some more research agreements. Now, I think I'm also going to annex this city at this point. Yeah, it's very reasonable tiles. We've got the happiness to support it, so yeah, let's do that. And we won't rush by the courthouse. Instead, we'll just get it to produce the workhouse. This worker, well, you can stop what you're doing. And you start improving some of these tiles. Don't want to get rid of the jungle. If anything, we'll put trading posts on those. So when we get a university up in Constantinople, that'd be really nice. I think a farm here. Sure. Okay, so it's on production focus at the moment. It's working all of the production tiles. So 6 turns for a courthouse. That's fine. Get rid of some of that unhappiness. Now we're going to have 6 cities. I think that's fairly reasonable for what we're trying to do here. Do I need a shrine here? Not particularly. You can get a granary. We've already got a monument here, and I do need actually the cultures to go up in this city, so we'll get a granary, or alternatively a lighthouse, I think. +1 food from ocean tiles, so well, no, I think an aqueduct will be a good idea. Help this city grow. I think aqueducts in general are going to be a good idea everywhere. You've got 4 turns for a temple, but it's not going to be particularly useful at the moment, so go ahead and build an aqueduct as well. And what are you doing? Do I need the turtle ship? Not particularly. Let's lock down some of these tiles. Put you on food focus. Okay. And you can go ahead and build an aqueduct as well. This city should be able to grow a fair bit. It's got a lot of really nice food tiles. And the idea is just to get as much population as possible, so we can start to get our beakers per turn up. So we've already increased it somewhat. And some of you have mentioned in the comments here that I tend to not get the greatest starts. Probably next time. We'll maybe have 2 or 3 starts, and then you guys can choose which start you want. Okay, so you finish the farm here. I think a quick road over here would be a good idea. Okay, and you can come over here and get the truffles hooked up. Okay, and we can also move some of these units. I don't think we need to be as aggressive towards Spain, so let's get the composite bowman into Seoul. Catapult can go here, you can go there. General can also go there. I'll put the knight somewhere in the middle so he can respond. And I suppose, well, you can just go here and stay on alert. Okay, next turn.
Espero que este trato reciba su bendición.
Okay, so this might be one of those things where they make a declaration of friendship and then, you know, a few minutes later, a few turns later, they backstab you. But it may also be because we've backed up our units from her border. So sure, yeah, let's work together. It might piss off 1 or 2 of the other civs, but we'll work together for now. Yeah, sure, we'll also work with you, because you need declarations of friendships now in Gods and Kings to get research agreements. So yeah, she's not too happy, but she's on another continent, so we'll just say we're sorry. Now, I don't want Spain to destroy Egypt, so what I might do is, I wonder if we can pay them to not go to war. If it starts to look a little bit rough on their side, then we might consider. Sure, you can go to sleep, Great General. We might consider paying them to make peace. Now, what's the city-state situation look like here? Sydney, which is gold. We're going to be putting our gold towards research agreements, so that's out of the question at the moment. You want us to build Alhambra. You also want gold. Barbarian Camouflage. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon, buddy. Mind you, we've still got a trireme kicking about here. And you want truffles? Yeah, we'll be getting truffles soon. So that's okay. Maritime city-states are going to be very powerful here. Stay alert. You can also stay alert. Maritime, and I think if we can get our culture up as well, it'd be really nice so we can start kicking. May also consider at some point taking Adrianople. We'll get the negative for taking over, you know, destroying the civilization completely, but there's so many jungles here which make it so good for trading posts and university. Yeah, this is what I mean. So our agent in Seville uncovered that Isabella is secretly plotting against us. Why am I not surprised? Okay. Yeah, just keep going forward, he'll move out next time. So we can see Spain here is moving units backwards and forwards, and there's their caravel, so we know they're already up at astronomy, which, like I said, is only one tick away from navigation. So it would only take one frigate. I mean, I suppose you could put it here, or even or even in these ocean tiles here. Yeah. Okay, so what are you doing? You finished the farm. That's good. So what are you working at the moment? You work in this crappy tile. Okay. So let's get over here and improve this tile. Do you really know other tile better than that? No? Okay. Oh, come on. You in there. You go in there. Okay, so horses to Isabella ended. I wonder if she still wants that.
Saludos.
Yes, she does.
Espero que este trato reciba su bendición.
And because we're French, she'll give us full price.
Excelente. Continuad.
Yeah, she needs the money. She needs the money for that. So we'll come back to her in a few turns. Let's see if Ramses has the money for a trade agreement. Almost.
Hiya.
Are we on friendly terms with anybody else? Maybe. Nope. Catherine?
Здравствуй.
We need a declaration of friendship.
Мы отказываемся.
No, it's a bit too soon for her, so we'll just wait a few turns, we'll see. If they start spending their money, then we may consider actually just giving them some money in return for some gold per turn. Because the AI is a lot better at spending gold now after the patch. They'll no longer sit on 20,000 gold whilst you declare war. Which is good. It's a good thing. Does make it slightly irritating when you're trying to sign research agreements, so we'll just skip ahead another turn and we'll see what the gold situation's like with Izzy. What are you doing with these catapults? Now we've got a fairly nice position here. If Izzy does decide to go to war with us, we can wall up and castle up here and we'll be fine.
They're rising all at once. What?
Okay, there's acoustics. Even our little city over here, that'll be fine as well, I think. Okay, lovely. Courthouse finished, so we're going to go straight for the university here. And for the time being, well, actually no, we'll go default focus here. I think that looks like a reasonable spread of tiles. It only adds another turn onto the university, but it means we're still growing. Okay, now let's check out. Have you got the money?
Saludos.
No, you've spent it again. But your gold per turn's gone through the roof. Right, so we'll wait one more turn. And we'll see what that situation is. Oh, looks like Egypt's doing a bit of damage. Ah, lovely. Okay, so now we're friends with Catherine, Spain, and also Egypt. Now we know the Spanish and the Russians don't like each other, so we'll get some flack from both of them for doing that, but never mind. Truffles connected for tier, lovely. Okay, you can come up here, buddy. Okay, great. So, as much as I'd like to come down the right-hand side of commerce, or even perhaps the left-hand side for merchant navy, this is going to be huge. An extra 15% to science while we're happy, and we don't really have any happiness issues, so let's go for that. So we're at 155 science now, and that's taken us straight to 180. Brilliant. Okay, so another 42 turns for our next social policy, so culture buildings or a cultural what do you want then? You want a road. Well, you are on it. 1, 2, yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna happen, buddy. Not as it is. Now, if we had access to caravels, we could swing one out here and explore the ocean. But as it is, we've got turtle ships which won't go into ocean unless I think they're in your territory. So unless I swing a unit out, it's not going to be particularly great. So it looks like Egypt may be getting Memphis back, which is a good thing. Oh, we forgot to check Izzy. Right, we'll check that next time. Yeah, he's just wonder spamming at this point, I think. You can see the wonders here. Stonehenge, there's Chichen Itza, Oracle. And what is your great general doing there? Honestly. Right, Izzy.
Saludos.
Research agreement. Lovely. We've still got enough money for another research agreement.
Здравствуй.
Oh, we need an embassy.
Продолжай.
That's fine.
Говори.
Lovely. So we've signed those on turn 169. They'll run out in 30 turns, so we just need to make sure we've got the porcelain tower up before then. Yeah, sure, build me a farm. Okay, good. We've got some nice buildings coming up here. Aqueduct here is going to be huge. We need to try and get this science figure to be double the turn figure. Okay, great. So you finished that. What tiles are you working now? You're working this on improved tile. What are you working? In fact, I think we're going to go and grab this hill up here because I think we might be wanting to go production focus very soon. So we'll go and improve a couple of these hills to improve our production. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, next turn. Let's see what the situation is. Yeah, you'll pay for this. We need to keep teal. As a mercantile city-state, they are accounting for a large part of our happiness. Egypt, what are you doing? We should also see about getting our religion into here as soon as possible. We have got a fair bit of pressure at the moment. But if we can get the Spanish cities converted to our religion instead of the Egyptians, tithes should kick in and be worth a fair bit of money. Okay, so lots of buildings finished this turn. Daegu, 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 what do you want to build? You're at 4 pop. You can build a library, get some more beakers up. Okay, so we've got 1 turn till architecture, so we can throw a turn into something. In fact, I think I might go for the workshop first. I think that would actually be a really good idea. Yeah, so let's go for the let's go workshop first, and then we'll build the porcelain tower. You finish the aqueduct, so I suppose a workshop here wouldn't be so bad either. But I think we need an amphitheatre at this point. We need our culture to get a bit better, and then that will also help it spread out and grab this fish. Okay, so you've grabbed that, that's good. Come on, build me some trading posts on some of these jungles, I think. Jungles, if with their trading posts on it, once you've got a university in the city, give you some more science, so that's great. Okay, next turn. And then in a few turns we can see about signing another research agreement with Ramses. And then if we can meet the last player, hopefully they'll be friendly and we can also sign a research agreement with them. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's happening here, really.
Architecture begins where engineering ends.
Okay, lovely. So, we've grabbed architecture. I think what we're going to do now is go straight to scientific theory. So we'll grab machinery first. Yeah, I'm not too interested in the Hawachas at the moment, to be honest. Notre Dame would be really nice, but again, we're not wanting too much for happiness. And scientific theory, getting these public schools up as soon as possible will be really powerful, and also improving the science yield from academies. So we'll just beeline straight for that. And if anybody attacks us in the meantime, well, we can think about that. Okay, build me a trading post, please. And we'll just keep growing here whilst we're building the workshop, and then once we start working on the porcelain tower, we'll see about switching to production focus. So turn 172 on our science per turn has eclipsed the turn timer, which is good, but again I'd rather it was up at double what it is now. Yep, go ahead and build me a mine. Next turn. And we can also see about signing a research agreement now with Ramses. Yeah, looks like he's not going to take this city. Slowly regaining its health, which is a bit sad.
The press is the best instrument for enlightening.
Okay, come over here and build me a lumber mill. Now these guys really don't like us. I'm not sure why. Yeah, there's nothing really that. Well, we can accept his embassy, I suppose. And then maybe that'll make him a bit more friendly. Okay, so Mombasa wants us to discover a natural wonder. We are going to want to get them on side, but let's just check if we can sign a research agreement with these guys. Okay, a few more turns. We'll see about the research agreement first, and then we'll throw some more gold into Mombasa. I think that would be really nice to keep hold of, just for the extra food. Okay, so now this city has 5 followers, so a temple here would actually be a good idea. Yeah, we're not very progressive. Well, I suppose we're only 3 behind, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be struggling for food soon. I think what you are going to be struggling for is production, though. So go ahead and build me a lumber mill. Okay, so we've adopted a religion here as well. It's fantastic. Now then, you. How much gold do you need? 14. Yeah, take 14 gold. And give us a research. Oh, well. I gave him a bit over the odds, but that's fine. That's going to be much more powerful for us. Okay, lovely jubbly. So now we've got 3 research agreements on the go. Again, just need to keep an eye on them to make sure that we've got the porcelain tower up before they kick in. No, not really, no. I don't want him to be marching missionaries up through here. Okay, 1 turn for the workshop. Sydney requests units. Okay, so quite a lot of things to. Let's see, what is this? Copper to Ramses. Copper to Nebi. And horses to Nebi.
Nishtatati.
We've got a lot of copper.
Deshemme.
How much is this worth to you?
La.
How about 7 and 18? Yep, that'll work for me. Would you like some horses?
Deshemme. Davshanalik samanim.
How about 1 gold per turn?
Garim.
Lovely. So we'll just fleece him. That's fine. Ramses.
طاب يومك.
Would you like some copper?
كل أذان
He hasn't
صغير.
got enough gold per turn to give us full price, but we can at least get
كلا
something
بكل
for it.
تأكيد.
No, I don't want to give you open borders.
مصر السخية تقدم لك هذا العرض.
That's good. You? Would you like some copper?
Δίτα,
What would you give me?
η Πέμη.
Ah, that's fine. We'll take your embassy. Bit of gold, and we can throw the gold at Mombasa. Okay, so you finished the aqueduct. Market would be nice here, so you can stop paying for yourself. But I think also a lighthouse or a granary. Finish off the shrine for the time being, and we'll come back to you. Okay, good. So porcelain tower, 26 turns. Let's see if we can speed that up. That's down to 18 turns. Yeah, these are quite nice tiles. We'll take this off here, and we'll just make sure it's locked down onto there. And we're not growing anymore, but 18 turns should be okay. Now this is another thing as well with Korea's special ability. If you put in specialists into other slots, you also get the extra science. So in cities which are growing really, really tall and you've run out of tiles to work, and you're working those other specialist tiles, it's not the end of the world because you are actually going to get more science for that as well. Okay, so that's going to be 18 turns. It'll be taken down a little bit once we finish this mine. So we should probably have a look at that and see how that falls in with.
Measure what is measurable, and make measurable.
Okay, that's another deal with Nebi.
Nishtatati.
So we're doing all this trading. I'm not sure why he doesn't really like us.
Abarshala.
Give me 7 and 20. That seems to be the going rate at the moment. Gold per turn's gone right up. Right, you want a natural wonder. That's not going to happen anytime soon. So take 250 gold instead. And we'll also pledge to protect you. That's fine. Now, yeah, +1 food, good. What we need to have a look at is our deal history and just make sure that we're not going to go over here with this. Wrong screen. Okay, let's see. So we've got a research agreement on turn 169. Okay, both of them are on turn 169, so they'll be completed turn 199. 30 turns, turn 199. This has got 17 turns, so this will be finished on turn 194. So, should be done well in advance. Unless my barbarian level counting skills are wrong. Okay, everything's looking good around here at the moment. Let's carry on. And this city's going to get huge, I think. I think if we get the fish and we get a lighthouse here as well. I'm not sure if we've already got one, but hopefully it'll expand down here. What tiles is he working? Why are you working this? I may just consider buying this tile up here. This is a much better tile then. Okay, so you're still working that. That's good. Okay, come over here and improve this as well. Yeah. Is there a lighthouse in here? Not yet. So that'll be the next. That'll be the next priority. And I think I'm also going to buy this tile. There we go. Now he's working this. That's good. Okay, and we'll get a workboat as well. Yeah, you're going to pay for this. Okay, so 1 turn to the university in Constantinople. So hopefully our science should go up quite nicely. I think a granary here would be actually really nice as well, working the bananas. Okay, so you finished the shrine. Tempted to build a lighthouse here. But I would also like a library. In 3 turns it will be size 4, so that'll be worth it. Okay, you finished the university, so... Good. Oops. Yep. And you can build a granary. Because you're not growing at the moment. But that should be more than enough. Yeah, I don't know what you want catapult. Okay, so 1 turn to printing press. And that'll mean our religion will get a significant boost in terms of how fast it'll grow. No, but well, actually, I'm not overly concerned if you've got open borders, so fine. Hopefully that'll improve our relations as well a little bit. Okay, so printing press, like I was saying, give us a massive boost towards our religion in terms of how quickly it spreads. Just about doubles it, I think.
It is a newspaper's duty to print the news and raise hell.
Lovely. And I think we're probably going to call it an end to this episode now. So I'll see you next time. Take care.